Hey there, let's talk today about initial value of a client versus long-term value of a client. And here's what I mean by the difference between the two. Initial value meaning one time, that initial purchase, that initial revenue based value of gaining a client versus the long-term value of a client, which is more reoccurring, loyalty based, purchasing again and again, or staying on retainer, okay? And where this is coming from is obviously a story with a client. So a client the other day was creating a new product and we were talking about it, and I asked her, well, what price point do you think you want to put this at? And the price point that she came back to me with was a little bit higher than I would have expected. And the reason I say that is because the overall strategy for the creating of this product was to build know, like, trust factor, right? It was to give her audience a lower price point offer, to work with her, see who she is, see her value, see the expertise that she brings to the table, with the intention that then they would continue working with her and need more strategy based on what she offers, right? Do not feel bad about encouraging your clients to continue working with you, right? You're providing a service for them. They're stuck. You have a zone of genius that they don't have. So that's the difference between, and when you're looking at initial value and long-term value. Let me give you another example. I have a client who came to me 4 years ago through a Black Friday special with my Biz Plan program. I run it every year, and that year, I think I ran it on special for like $97. Very low entry point, but what it did is she didn't know me. She didn't know what I brought to the table. We had had some conversation, but she had never seen my work in action. This is similar for you a lot of times, probably. And so she purchased this Biz Plan program, but that initial value, $79, okay, or 97, whatever it was. $97 in revenue from somebody isn't great. $97 from 15, 20, 30, 40 people, 100 people, okay, fine. However, because she was able to get in and get to know me at that lower entry price point, right? She has been on retainer with me, meaning consistently working with me as a consultant, as a client consultant, reoccurring retainer basis for 4 years now. So when you look at the long-term value of this client, it far out exceeds the initial value. I could have priced that Biz Plan program at $297, $397, something very extreme. But what is the chance that they are going to continue to do business with you, right? This is the difference between what business model you have. Do you have a business model that is one-time quantity based, meaning you need quantity of people purchasing and it's a one-time deal and they buy it, they get their program, they're off and running, they're doing their thing, and it's a slightly more passive, but not necessarily? Or is your business model based on that long-term, reoccurring, loyalty based, even if it's product, meaning they buy a product, they're loyal to your product, they come back and buy again. They buy a product, they use the product, now they need another product, right? There's all these ways that you can continue to add on to what they're needing, whether it's service or product based. So if you sell makeup and they only buy mascara, okay, great, but now they love the mascara, now they might try the eyeliner. If you're a service-based business, say you're a virtual assistant and they originally hire you for one email marketing campaign a month, you knock it out of the park. Now they add on and they have you doing their social media management as well, right? So the long-term loyalty-based value of a client is much larger than that initial entry point, maybe, of the original purchase of mascara. So I don't want you to feel like just because you're giving somebody maybe a smaller option or a less expensive option, that's the only thing they're ever going to purchase from you. It's on you then to create loyalty for them to want to continue to be a reoccurring loyalty-based client, to give you that lifetime long-term value that will far exceed that initial value. Okay, so does this make sense? Hopefully this is making sense to you, but think about this the next time you're creating something or pricing a product, or even if you're promoting or sending a proposal. You don't always have to go in at the top price, right? Think about what is it that I can do to knock this out of the park to create loyalty. It's loyalty versus one time, okay? If you resonated with this message, I would love to hear your thoughts, your comments. Do you have that more one-time quantity-based model, or do you have the long-term loyalty base? If you're longing for that long-term value client, the loyalty base, and you don't have it and you're not sure why, comment and tell me and let's talk about it. Let's see if we can figure out where the disconnect is. Maybe it's simply just because they don't know what's the next step. Maybe it's simply because they don't know that they can continue working with you. That's a whole nother episode. It's all I got for you today. Take care. We'll talk soon.